On this week's video,
Hey everyone, I was just looking back at my last video and how wonderful my hair looked. And that's because I'd recently been to the hairdressers and she styled it for me. And as you can see, I have no idea how to replicate it. And I'm counting down the days. I think it's about a week and a half until I get another cut and color. Shout out to all those midlife women who are on the journey to grey. I really commend you. I am nowhere near wanting to do that yet, and I don't even feel bad about it. And I'm also proud that you're doing it. I think each to their own, but right now I really like having my hair coloured and I feel a lot better and a lot more confident in myself when I do. So while that's still happening, I'm happy to go and get it done. One other thing before we start the video, I've got a new flash microphone. I'm really working on, I'm a very visual person, and I'm working on improving my audio in these videos. So hopefully these new microphones will help. So let's introduce the video. 5 days solo trip to the sun, as the title suggests. I was getting a bit down and out, not in any serious way, but just really over the cold and the wet and the wind and the hail and all the stuff. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll have heard me complaining about it. I do feel like I do have a little bit of that seasonal depression if I don't kind of keep it in check. And I'm on a roll at the moment. I'm loving life. I'm loving improving my health, and I just don't want anything to get in the way of that. So I decided to carve out some time to go away to even up my movement and my fitness while I'm here in the sun, hoping that when I go home, one, the weather might be a little bit better. We are in mid-September now and I've been waiting. But also two, that this kind of upping the movement while I'm away might make it easier for me when I get home. So watch this space. I know a lot of you live in colder climates, or at least seasonal climates where it's, you know, hot in the summer and cold in the winter. Many of my jump rope friends do, and they've really inspired me. I've watched them jump in all types of weather, snow, sleet, everything. So if they can do it, I can do it. And if I can do it, you can do it. Anyway, I hope you enjoy this video. I chat a lot about my observations here. You know, when you're away by yourself, you have a lot of time to think and contemplate and observe. And what I was really thinking a lot about is how landscape and climate really define culture, and how the culture up here is so different from where I am. Not better or worse, but different. But there is some things that are easier up here, and I speak about that. I hope you enjoy the video, and give it a like and a comment if there's anything that really sparks your interest, or anything you want in videos going forward. I'm kind of just randomly putting stuff out there that interests me, that I'm doing in my day-to-day life. But if there's something that you would like to know or you would like me to film, please let me know. Let's roll it. Welcome to the Sunshine Coast. It's kind of like the Florida of Australia, I suppose. It's where all the beautiful, long, stretching sandy beaches that you see on all the tourist travel blogs and brochures, this is there. It's such a beautiful part of the world. It's definitely not like a sleepy little town, but it's definitely not hustle and bustle either. It's just a really, really nice mix. What I love about coming up here is just seeing people move. If you want to see fit bodies, this is the place to come. There is people running and cycling and surfing and hoverboarding and yogaing, matting on the beach. I haven't seen a jump roper, but they've seen me. Every possible kind of movement that you can think of is happening up here. There's an aliveness in people's bodies that I don't see down south and I don't see in big cities. There's a connection to the wild nature that is the coast that keeps them really grounded, literally, in the sand. I see the kids' eyes brighter, and sometimes I wonder, in most parts of the world, are we using our brains more than our bodies? I still have my days where I eat the wrong things and I sit on the couch for way, way, way too long. But it's slowly changing day by day. My body's changing day by day, and I can tell you my positive outlook on life is increasing the more I move. I think about us all huddled inside in the cold down south, and how after a while it can send you a little bit crazy. I'm not saying this is paradise. I'm not saying that this is the perfect place on earth to live, because what I do know is that everywhere has its pros and cons. I have a dear girlfriend who lives up here who I actually did some jumping rope with this week. Put some footage in here about that. And she loves it up here. But she also laments when she sees me in my garden with beautiful flowers and roses and lavenders and all the things that she can't grow up in the tropical heat climate. And the culture, the cosmopolitan coffee scene in Melbourne, the internationality of big cities, she doesn't have. But I tell you, this is an absolutely glorious place to take a break. So while I was at that little market, I came across a woman who was making porcelain earrings and jewellery, and she was just so sweet, and her husband was also really sweet, and he didn't look quite so well, like maybe there's something seriously wrong with him. And I just loved her work, and so I brought some earrings and I was waiting until I did this video to open them with you. Now, any of you who know me even a little bit know that I love sunflowers. That is what my tattoo on my arm is. It's like a henna. Let me see if I can show you. It's kind of not in the right place to show you. It's a henna style sunflower. And apart from them just being really, really beautiful, I also love the message of turning towards the light as they do. So I brought some sunflower earrings. A shout out to Pepper and Clay is the name of the little business that this woman runs. And yeah, let's open them. I'll see if I can find her on Instagram, and I'll pop her handle here. You know how hard it was not to open this until I did the video? Discipline. Okay. Here they are. Look how cute they are. So this bit here is wooden and this bit here is clay polymer, but I'm just going to try and see if you can see the actual detail in them. They're so cute. Yeah, have I got, yes, I've got earrings in. Let me take these out and I'll put them in and you can see what they look like. Hopefully they look good now. Okay. While I'm putting them in, do you ever have those days where you're in a rush and you've had your ears pierced for like 30, 40 years, and on the day you're rushing, you can't bloody find the hole in your ear to put them in? Please tell me I'm not alone. These are easy to get in though. Oh, I like them. Can't get the back on this one. There we go, done. Okay, let's see. What do we think? I think they're quite cute and happy, and I'm making a conscious effort to put more colour in my wardrobe. So any of you who've known me a long time know that I've always been kind of a classic girl and autumnal colours. And I've always, you know when, like, did you ever get your colours done? Well, obviously I'm autumn. And so I just took that as this rule that I could only wear autumn or fall colours. But seeing as I'm trying to break the rules in most areas of my life, I'm like, I'm just going to wear what colour I feel like. So have a think about doing that too. I think they look really lovely. Ah, thank you, Pepper and Clay. Let's get on with it. So I suppose on this last day that I'm recording this voiceover, my last full day up here on the Sunshine Coast, what am I going to do with all this when I go home, when the sun's not out and I don't have the ocean at my doorstep? I think the thing is I'm already in momentum. I already find walking really pleasurable. I'm already on my jump rope journey. I'm at the very beginnings of kind of sorting out my food. I've kind of experimented with different eating, I won't say diets, but different foods, you know, the whole protein, fat, carbohydrate mix, and fibre as well. And I'm still finding my way, but I'm getting there. My thing is to keep on moving, because I know that for me, the moving and getting a good night's sleep, everything else falls into place. When those two things aren't the priority, it's a slippery slope to shit town. So I'm committing when I get back to getting up every morning and doing at least 5-kilometre walk. Now that's a lot more than what I usually do. I probably do 1 to 2 kilometre walk with my dog. And that's more of a stroll because he's part beagle and he has to sniff everything along the way. So I'm not treating my walk with him as my exercise. That's going to be separate. I'm going to get up in the mornings, rain, hail or shine, and do my 5-kilometre walk. If you want to see how that looks, go and follow me over on Instagram, and you can see the reality of that, because I know sometimes it's not going to be easy. Okay, we got to go. Enough chitty chat. We got to go and see the sunset. The last one before I go home tomorrow. Come on, let's go. I've got the sunset in front of me, and I've got the moon right there behind me, signing off from the Sunshine Coast. It's been amazing.
Pra perder, mas tô bem acostumado a cantar samba triste que mais parece fado. Mas prefiro ficar sozinho, prefiro até morrer do que viver pela vida.
So just to wrap this up, thanks for watching if you've made it this far. I hope you're going well on your own movement or health journey. And if you want to join me on my 5-kilometre walk every day until Christmas, let me know and we can do it together. One thing I've learned through my jump rope community is that if we can stay in communication and help each other and also keep each other accountable, it makes such a difference. There's no structure or program or anything that I'm running. This is just me needing someone to keep me accountable. So if that's you, reach out. Have a great week, and I'll see you on the next one. I've just walked up a really, really big hill. I'm back home. It's the day after my last day in the Sunshine Coast. I was going walking there at about 6 a.m. This morning back home, it was 5 degrees at 6 a.m. So I waited till a little bit later in the day. I'm a little bit over halfway through my 5K walk, and after the initial shock of having to have so many clothes on again, it's feeling good. I got my hair slicked back because I really, really need a haircut. Anyway, I just thought I'd finish the video with you seeing that I actually am doing it back at home.